Hallo YouTube und herzlich willkommen bei Week of Play zu Foolish Mortals. Séance gefällig? Na, das seid ihr ja richtig hier. Die 3 Brüder, die wir hier auf den Bildern sehen, die haben 3 Schlüssel versteckt, sagen wir mal. Und die müssen wir jetzt finden. Und dazu brauchen wir die Hilfe von Madame Planchette.
We need to talk to Abigail's 3 brothers. Can we cast a summoning spell again to speak to their ghosts?
I'm afraid not, Murphy. The ghosts of Belmore Manor could only be summoned because our spirits were trapped here and hadn't moved on to the spirit realm. The Belmore brothers were murdered months before the wedding. Each has long since moved on, however reluctantly. It's very rare for someone to come back from the other side. It can happen, but I don't think there is much chance of that here.
Tja,
How can we make contact with the 3 brothers?
We need to conduct a séance for each of the brothers. A
sag ich
way
doch.
to contact them in the spirit realm and learn how and where they were killed. But each spirit is attuned differently. I will need you to gather some objects in order to contact them.
Oha. Objekte sammeln. Ja, sag mal.
What do we need to contact Yardley Belmore?
Yardley was a man of leisure, accustomed to the finer things in life. As his portrait shows, we must read tea leaves to contact him. You
ja.
must bring me a used teacup.
Okay. Used
What do we need to
teacup.
contact Xavier Belmore?
Xavier was a man of the world, a traveler across the globe. As in his portrait, it is a globe that we will need to contact him, but one made of glass, a crystal ball.
A globe made of glass, also ein Globus aus Glas.
What do we need to contact Cecil Belmore?
Cecil was a man of letters, skilled with the written word. Like the papers you see in his portrait, to contact him, you must bring me a spirit board, a sheet of letters through which Cecil may communicate.
Aha. Okay.
How can I find those seance items when I can't even leave the house? I don't even know what's trapping me here.
That would be Abigail.
Abigail is keeping me trapped in the house?
She was. A last desperate act to keep you here and free her from Rackham's curse. Return to
Ach
the
so.
front doors, Murphy, and they will now open for you. Scour the island, search the manor, and bring those 3 items back to me, and we can begin to locate the 3 brothers.
Ja.
I'll start looking right away.
Good luck. And hurry. Rackham will soon know what you're trying to do. And unlike the other ghosts here, his powers are no longer confined to the house. Just one more thing before you go. I
Ja.
have something that may help you.
Okay. Wo ist das? Das hatte doch Abigail um den Hals. Dieser halbe Stern.
A necklace? What can I do with this?
Return it to whom it belongs.
Abigail.
Now go. You do not have much time, and yet the mysteries of our entire island await.
It was time to test what Madame Planchette had told me and see if I really could leave the house.
Ja gut.
So it was true. Right now I was living my very own ghost story, with a household of people who needed my help and a villainous phantom who had to be stopped. With Belmore Manor unlocked, the entirety of the house and island were now mine to explore. Somewhere out there were the Belmore brothers' 3 keys. My first task, to gather a crystal ball, a spirit board, and some tea leaves.
Ja, ich würde sagen, wir sind frei. Wir gehen jetzt zum Strand und schauen, ob die Flut weg ist, ne? Und dann hauen wir ab hier. Nein, natürlich nicht. Wobei, ist gar nicht so eine dumme Idee. Wir gehen mal zum Strand, würde ich sagen. Oh. Hallo? Die Tea Party. Dann gehen wir mal zur Tea Party. Moment, du...
Oh,
Ja.
it's you again.
Mallory, what are you doing here on the Belmore estate? I thought all the locals were too scared to wander around here.
Immer noch
What
schlecht
does it
gelaunt, ne?
look like I'm doing? I'm having a tea party for my birthday. Happy birthday to me.
How cute. And what are you talking about with your new doll?
Our strategy for conquering mortal civilization.
Right.
God.
It's rude not to introduce yourself, you know.
Mallory,
Altered.
have you been practicing ventriloquism?
Are you calling me a dummy?
You can talk?
I'm a head. Talking is one of the few things I can specialize in.
Was für ein Start hier.
Know that.
You didn't ask. My name, now that you're listening, is Sir Edward Teddington, or as
Hello.
Miss Wisp here calls me.
Shrunken Ted.
Shrunken Ted.
You're not doing very much tea drinking at your tea party.
I couldn't get a handle on the physiology of it. No arms, hands, or esophagus makes this a little trickier than it used to be.
And I am drinking it. Watch. Blech.
Not a fan?
Maybe it's an acquired taste.
But an important one to acquire. Tea was the fuel of the British Empire.
Then maybe it would be better in a gas tank.
Mallory was handling the teacup with the tentativeness of a toddler being given castor oil.
Okay, welcome back to English Cars number 14.
May I have a cup of tea?
Nope.
Now, Mallory, what were we saying about manners?
Oh, yes, right. How do I put this delicately? I'm afraid this is a private engagement exclusively for the Sisterhood of Darkness.
Precisely. Remember, we may be planning on enveloping the world with a new totalitarian empire led by yourself as queen, but that's no reason to be impolite. Manners cost nothing. However, in this case, it is a private engagement.
Habe ich gerade English Curse gesagt? Curse heißt natürlich verflucht. Das heißt English Lesson. Ich habe euch übrigens eine Playlist gemacht. Da könnt ihr Englisch lernen. Wir spielen ja immer wieder so ein Game mit englischem Original oder Original-Sprachausgabe, deutschen Untertiteln. Dann könnt ihr wunderbar Englisch lernen. Ne? Schaut's mal rein da. Und wenn ihr gleich dabei seid, lasst Abo und ein Like da. Haben wir das auch hinter uns.
Could I have your teacup if you're not drinking it?
I am drinking it.
Äh,
Blech. Well, I would if it didn't taste so bitter.
oh.
Mallory,
Okay.
you shouldn't be inside the Belmore estate. Don't you know about the disappeared wedding?
You're asking a little girl about murder, black magic, and broken hearts?
Ja,
Sorry,
ein bisschen
I don't wanna
weird,
give you
ne?
nightmares.
Are you kidding me? I love this stuff! I wrote
Oh.
a paper on it last semester that prompted a parent-teacher intervention.
Okay.
Haven't you seen the Phantom?
The grumpy guy in the tall hat? Yeah, I've seen him through the windows of the house.
Doesn't he give you nightmares?
Sure does, but those are the kind of dreams I like.
Okay, du bist weird.
Do you know Sebastian Bach?
Unfortunately,
Why didn't you tell me?
I did.
Okay, yes, you did, but didn't you think it was worth mentioning he was a ghost?
I didn't think you'd be interested. Most grown-ups just don't believe me.
So you can see ghosts?
Ugh, I wish I couldn't. Most of them don't shut up. Wailing through the windows all the time. Sebastian's the worst, the booger-brained bighead. Thinks he knows everything.
But the ghosts weren't visible until I cast the summoning spell.
To you, maybe. I mean, they're a lot more visible now. They were just shadowy, glowy things before.
The fact that I conducted an occult spell seemed to be lost on her. Knowing what I did about her, she probably did the same every day before breakfast. It was Sebastian that made you get the tin boat. He altered
Yep.
the toy catalog.
I
Yep.
knew it! Well,
Yep.
that's it. He's going to the top of the hit list once I'm queen of the universe. If you see him, tell him Pock's in for a shock.
Oh, was habe ich getan?
So, Ted, that whole time I was carrying you around in my pocket,
Picking me up and stuffing me inside your vest without even a good evening? That's the living for you nowadays. Rude.
I'm very sorry. I've just never encountered a shrunken head that could talk to me before.
Maybe
Yep.
you have. And you just never introduced yourself.
I suppose, but
true.
I can't go around introducing myself to every inanimate object that I'm carrying on the off chance that they're supernaturally possessed, can I?
Did you
Ach, true.
just call me an object? That's objectification right there.
Ja.
How did you end up as a shrunken head, Ted?
Can you believe this, Mallory? Asking about physical impairments just as brazenly as you like.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was
Yeah.
a sore subject.
Well, I'll tell you anyway. Me and the old boys were embarking on a race through the Caribbean, known as the Coconut Rally. 14 days, 14 islands, with only what you can carry on your back to sustain you. It was all going so well, until day 9, when I was told to seek out a tribe of pygmies. Perhaps I got a bit lost, because the village I found was populated by villagers of average height.
Didn't that clue you in that you were in the wrong place?
I thought maybe they were just exceptionally tall pygmies. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, you know. They were a very welcoming people, filling me up on pork and bananas, a nice hot bath in a pot they hung over the fire. But it turns out they held a different philosophy when it comes to head placement and proportion. Still, no use grumbling. That's not the British way. Stiff upper lip. That's what we need.
Stiff Upper Lip. Das ist doch ein Album von AC/DC, oder?
Ted, how did you end up on Devil's Rock?
I was brought back here on a merchant ship by a strange man in a top hat who settled on me as a souvenir. Can you believe it? The indignity of being swapped and saying I was only worth 2 chickens.
I'd say at least 3.
Exactly.
And now you're helping a little girl take over the world, Ted?
Look, I was a little late getting in on the British Empire, and now its height has passed me by. I don't want to miss out again. This is my opportunity to get my foot on the ladder of a new attempt.
More like your chin on the ladder.
Very funny. You know, I have other interests too. You really need to get to know me as a person. I'm very well-rounded.
Of course you're round. You're just ahead.
The jokes just keep coming, don't they?
Stimmt. Geil. Ja, ich lasse euch mal.
I'll leave you two to your plans.
Long live the sisterhood!
Okay. Oh, ich kann
Do you
die
mind if I
Tele-
take this?
Good idea. You can be my butler.
Aha. Aber warte mal, da kommt wir haben doch hier... War das nicht hier hinten, wo wir die Melasse gefunden haben, die klebrige? Für das Foto? Oder bin ich jetzt völlig lost? Melasse ist doch mega süß, oder? War doch hier, oder? Ja, natürlich war das hier. Und... Oder?
I dunked the teaspoon into the molasses.
Ja. Und jetzt kann ich doch ihren Tee süßen? Und dann passt das doch mit der Teeparty da. Oder nicht? Das ist doch eine geniale Idee. Was? Was ist hier? Warte mal. Jetzt, du scrollst mir zwischen Kutschenschuppen. Waren wir da schon? Ah. Idiot, kann auch. Gil und Fail sind auf diesem Kanal so nah wie nirgendwo.
Shh, he's back.
Lasst aber ein Like da. Tja, jetzt kann ich dir doch hier den versüßen, oder? Jo. Genau.
What did you just put in my tea?
Try it now.
Careful, Mallory. It could be poisoned.
Na.
Dope looks smart enough to brew poison.
Good point. He'd probably give it a taste test. Bottoms up, my girl. Drink on.
Mmm.
Gut, oder?
Hey, that tastes pretty good.
I thought
Yeah.
you'd like it.
Sure did. I drank the whole cup.
Ah, dann kann ich die jetzt haben, oder?
Let me clear this away for you.
Good, butler.
Haha.
You shall be spared the dungeons.
Habe ich jetzt die Tasse gekriegt? Ja, ich habe die Tasse. Sollten wir die zurückbringen, oder? Komm, wir setzen meinen Plan um, oder? Wo ist da? Hier ist der Strand. Tschüss,
The
Insel.
tide was still high as I returned to the Causeway Beach.
Oh.
While the sands were now the purlieu of a rather strange gentleman jabbing at the rocks with a walking stick.
Bruder, was machst du? Oh, ich habe eine Thermoflasche zu nehmen. Die nehmen wir mit. Was er es nicht merkt. Ja.
up the vacuum flask from the portable table.
Geil.
I glanced at the book's cover and was more than surprised to read the title, Dunstan the Dinosaur, above a drawing of a bulbous yellow triceratops walking on 2 legs and wearing a bowler hat.
Okay, also du bist so ein... Scheiße, mein schöner Plan. Du bist ein Dino...
Careful where you step.
Archäologe oder so.
Another one.
Another what?
A pebble. Don't step on them.
There are pebbles all over this beach. There's not many places I could stand that don't have them.
They could be important.
Hm? Ist das alles?
My name's Murphy McCallan. Nice to meet you.
Oh, yes. Hello. Pleased to meet you. I'm Muffy Carlyle.
Wait, I think I've heard of you. Doesn't your family run a banking firm in New York?
That's the one. Are you familiar with the Carlisle Provincial Accounts and Joint Stock Corporation?
Actually,
Nein.
the reason I remembered you was because I was amazed the owner had a son named Muffy.
It's a nickname. Nanny gave it to me because my ears were always cold.
Nanny.
What's so important about the pebbles?
Ja, sag mal.
The pebbles themselves. It's what's inside them.
What's inside the pebbles?
Dinosaurs.
I'm sorry. I think I'm missing something here. You think there are dinosaurs living inside the rocks?
Not living. They're extinct. So I've been told. But skulls, bones, fossils.
Oh, you're a fossil hunter?
That's right. But this beach seems terrible for them.
Ja.
Why
Ja.
is this beach terrible for fossil hunting?
Too many people wandering across here. The place has been picked dry. I need somewhere secluded. A beach no one ever goes to. Are you from around here? Do you know anywhere like that?
I'm afraid I don't.
Well, do let me know if you find anywhere.
Sure.
Pay a pretty penny to go somewhere with potential.
Okay. Ich glaube, ich habe da auch jemanden. Ich sollte wahrscheinlich nachher mal kurz da vorbeischauen, da in dem...
Have you found many fossils before?
Only one. It was in our flower garden. The summer house, actually.
Fascinating. Where did you find it?
In a plant pot.
A plant pot? Shouldn't it have been in the ground?
Yes. Nanny told me she planted it there for me to find. Couldn't stand the look of disappointment on my face.
Oh, this was when you were a child.
No, last week.
Okay, Bro.
What's that book over there on the table?
That's my research text, all about dinosaurs.
Okay.
Paleontology textbook?
No, Dunstan the Dinosaur. A thrilling series of books for the young reader. And the reader who is young at heart. My favorite is Dunstan and the Mysterious Meteor from Mars.
Yo. Okay, da gibt's mehrere.
Have you been out here long?
Just a couple of hours. Rufus dropped me off just after supper.
Dropped you off, but the causeway is flooded over.
I didn't come via the causeway. I got here on the yacht.
You have a boat?
The plucky plesiosaur. I named it myself.
Do you work for your
Nice.
father's company too?
That's right. I'm executive director of new initiatives.
And
Oh, well.
what exactly does that entail?
Oh, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But Papa does say it requires me to be out of the office as much as humanly possible. Muffy, he tells me, if I have to see your face around here, I'll end up moving to Tibet and joining a monastery. Now, even if I'm not sure exactly what my job is, clearly it is very important.
Ja.
Well, good luck with your search.
I'll never give up. That's the dinosaur way.
Absolutely. Ja, wir gehen mal ins Dorf, weil ich habe eine Idee.
Life continued on in Dead Nettle, its citizens
Nettle?
oblivious to the supernatural struggle happening on the far side of the island. Even with their predilection for local legend, I doubted they'd believe me if I told them.
Was hast du? Ein
Well,
Grill?
aren't you a sight for sore eyes? I didn't think I'd be seeing you again, Mac. I thought you'd be swimming back to the mainland. Or, well, swimming with the fishes. How's the auditing going?
Well, I quit my job.
You quit? I thought that was the whole reason you were here in the first place.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Why you doing this, Mac? Don't you have a family you need to get back to? Away from the ghost stories?
Ja, eigentlich ist es schon eher
Those
das.
stories are really the whole reason that I'm here.
How are they keeping you here, Mac?
As a baby, I was left on the doorstep of an orphanage with just a blanket and a piece of paper with my name on it. Growing up, I always felt alone, like I was missing someone who loved me. The last orphanage I was in was above a bookstore called Eerie Echoes, and I used to pick up the dime novels that got thrown out at the end of each month.
Ja.
Favorites were always the scary ones.
Why did you like the scary stories so much?
I felt like if I could read the scariest story I could find, it would make my life at the time seem a little less scary by comparison.
Okay.
That's heartbreaking, Mac.
That's why I'm still
das ist es.
here. I always wanted to be in one of those stories, and now I am. I don't have much of a past, but this is a chance to make myself a future.
Well, I hope you find what you're searching for. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Das ist aber schön. Ey, was hast du da? Ist das ein Grill?
I think I might know what happened at Belmore Manor on the night of the disappearance.
I've told you, Mac. I don't want to hear no more about it.
But I think I know who the Phantom is.
Murphy, don't even say the name. I've seen that aberration once, and that was enough. I saw those faces laughing at me every night for months. I won't go through that again.
Ned's fear
Okay.
was real. I can only imagine what 3 decades of those faces would do to a person.
Ja, dann lass mal einen Mann in
Belmore
Ruhe.
Trading Company ever unloading a coffin at these docks?
You know,
Ooh.
now that you mention it, that does ring a bell. Yeah, back when I first started out, the Belmore's flagship, the SS Mysterium, came back into port a few days late. And Mr.
Yep,
Rack
yep, yep.
whistled up a bunch of us roustabouts to help unload it, way earlier than we usually be out. Yeah, I remember that morning. Almost as much as the bonus pay we got for the early hours.
Did you find out what was in it?
I don't think we paid it much mind. It was rare, but people did die at sea back in those days. Although
Okay.
saying that, they'd usually be buried at sea too. I don't remember any
True.
fanfare about it, but it must have been someone important in there.
Or something.
Also, er hat nichts gesehen, ne?
Still fishing?
You won't believe this, Mac. Squibb's record was ruled invalid. He was overheard down at Spinelli's bar boasting about how he put ball bearings inside the Pencosa to make it heavier. Can you believe the nerve of some people?
The despicable things they'll do.
It means I'm right behind you, buddy. Just one lucky catch, and I'll be bumping you down to second place.
Oh, shit. Ja, genau.
Is that a grill you've got there, Ned?
14 hours out here will give anyone an appetite. I'm not giving up just yet, but it'll be supper
Okay.
time soon. You're welcome to join me.
Do you miss working on the docks?
I wouldn't give up fishing for it, but I have good memories of those times. Good, honest teamwork. Working outdoors,
Okay.
singing shanties, and swapping stories. Though to be honest, some of the tales they tell may have been a little exaggerated.
Okay.
Catch you later, Ned.
See you around, Mac.
Mein präparierter Fisch ist einfach immer noch da.
I
Was ist
had
mit
more
Grill?
important things to focus on than my stomach.
Ja, okay. Ja, okay. Ja, habe ich. Also, was ich eigentlich tun wollte, ist, ich wollte da... Tja. Eigentlich mit dem Händler. Das ist, glaube ich, hier, oder? Ja, genau. Mit dem Händler reden, aber...
Hello, my name's Murphy McCallan.
Hello, chum. Looking to hire a ferry?
Ferry?
Maybe?
Then come set sail with Crab McCready, when a ferry's really what you needy.
Crab's breath hit my face like a custard pie, a cloud of air reeking of cigarettes and stale beer.
Look,
Ja, übel.
promotional flag, so you can keep me in mind.
Oha, danke dir.
I'll treasure it.
Now, I can take you anywhere on the coast. Where are you looking to head to? Do you have a partner or an illicit liaison in mind? I do a very romantic sunset cruise.
Is this your ferry? It looks like it's held together with spit and glue.
That's right. But rest assured, my spit is remarkably viscous. You found yourself aboard the Creaky Crab 2. I am her captain, Crab McCready. I get most of my business ferrying over to the mainland when the tide's covered up the causeway.
Aha.
Are you a member of the Captain's Club?
Oh, they banned me, those pompous buffoons. That Felix is full of himself.
What happened?
There used to be a club parrot called Squawkin' Hawkins, until he was taken away. Bird napped, I'd say. See, I'm a big bird lover.
You bird
They're
napped.
very intelligent creatures, and I used to try to teach him poetry. Well, Felix Greer wasn't having none of that. I think he was getting jealous that the bird had more brains than him. He kicked me out. Well, I got a little upset, like anybody would. Words were exchanged, loudly, and he told me I wasn't welcome back. The cheek of it, kicking me out when I'm a hard-working captain. That landlubber would get seasick using a washcloth.
Ja.
Why do you like birds so much?
They're the sailors of the sky. Even the ones that can't fly. You tell me, have you ever looked an emu in the eye and not felt a sense of kinship? Seen that look that says it wants to explore beyond the horizon?
Keine Ahnung, was du
Never
meinst.
imagined an emu thinking anything different to that.
I love anything with a beak, except platypuses. Don't get me started on them. Now, I take it upon myself to look after the feathered friends on this island. Squawking Hawkins now lives on a perch on my balcony. I have a name for every seagull that flies over dead nettle. And I look after Doris.
Doris?
Doris the chicken, over at Baxter's Mill.
The Chicken. Doris the Chicken.
What happened to the creaky crab one?
That's it over there, with its bow peeking out of the water.
Ach so,
I was
das...
out in the bay last Mardi Gras and looked down.
Geil.
Honest to God, I saw a mermaid staring back at me. I rushed back into Dead Nettle with such fervour I forgot to slow the engine once we reached the docks.
Was it really a mermaid you saw?
Nah, turned out I'd forgot to take my wig off from the costume contest that night, and I'd just seen my own reflection.
Ach Bruder, sollte ich wirklich die Fähre mieten?
I'd like to hire your ferry.
Sure, give me a map of where you want to go and I'll see if I can get you there. I'm the best ferryman this side of the Gulf. From Baton Rouge to the Bermuda Rectangle, I'm your man.
I thought it was called the
Einzige.
Bermuda Triangle.
Well, sure it is now, ever since one of its sides mysteriously disappeared.
Oh,
I'll
das
talk
kann
to
ich
you
gar
later.
nicht mieten, oder wie?
Bye.
Ich muss wahrscheinlich ein Target haben, ne? Ja, das macht Sinn, ne? Also, dann gehen wir mal hier zum Händler.
Welcome back!
Ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, dass ich ihn polieren lassen muss. Dann ist er abgelenkt und dann kann ich Fische mitnehmen, aber nicht in der Tasse. Nicht da. Nein, das macht keinen Sinn. Da passt er nicht rein. Flasche hatten wir schon mal. Nein, das macht keinen Sinn. Das Einzige, was Sinn machen würde, ist da der Nachttopf. Wollen wir das probieren? Das ist zurück ins Schlössle. Wollen wir zuerst zur Kirche? Na. Nein, wir folgen meiner Intuition. Oder haben wir sonst noch was? Nein, ich glaube, da haben wir wirklich nichts. Die ist uninteressant, weil Papa Shango ist ja weg, ist tot. Ja, ich folge meinem Instinkt, komm. Und vielleicht kann ich ja mal die Tasse abgeben.
It was
Da haben wir schon
strange
mal
to
was.
think that I'd been supernaturally trapped within the house, and that despite that, I felt compelled to go back in.
Ja, diese Verbundenheit zu Hilfestellung. Ja, die ist halt schon. Da. Übrigens, da ich die Musik da gerade höre, die erinnert mich an was, weil ich habe nämlich ein bisschen nachgeforscht. Wo muss ich überhaupt hin? Ah, hier. Kuppel. Ah, okay. Ah, warte. Ich wollte aber...
Welcome back, Murphy.
Ja.
Take a seat.
Nein. Ja, gut, okay. Dann... Ich wollte was anderes tun, aber ist okay. Dann rede ich nachher weiter. Machen wir zuerst mal das.
Brought you the tea leaves.
Wonderful. That will work to contact Yardley. Be quiet now, Murphy. I need to concentrate.
Okay. Séance Nummer 1. Gestartet.
Yardley Belmore, heed our plea. Where was your life stolen from thee?
Ja. Oh.
I sense a crypt, deep below the ground, where Yardley, unknown to him, has been drugged. Among alcoves of the dead, Yardley is still alive as brick by brick. He is being entombed within the crypt. The drug may wear off, but he has no means of escape. Trapped. Look at the painting.
Eine Gruft. Okay, wo ist die Gruft?
Yardley's body is still bricked up inside that crypt. The sanctuary crypt. You must find a way inside. There is a tunnel, once used for safety, but now used for salvation. Something in Yardley's bedroom will help you.
Yardley's Bedroom. Aha, das sind die 3 Zimmer da, wo wir Verstecken gespielt haben. Jo. Alles klar. Gut, dann gehen wir jetzt. Skill und Fail, so nah beieinander. Lasst ab und Like da. Wenn ihr mehr Englisch lernen wollt. Gut, also was ich eigentlich machen wollte. Jetzt muss ich aber kurz überlegen, wo das denn überhaupt war. Ja, da war es nicht. Wir gehen da der Reihe nach. Ich wollte jetzt zuerst will ich jetzt das, wo war denn das, verdammt? Ich bin lost. War das hier? Ja, das war doch, okay, da bin ich, hier sieht es aber anders aus.
As I descended back into the cellar, the lack of mechanical noise quickly revealed that the barrel lift was no longer working.
Oh, was,
Looking at the fuse box, it was clear to see why the barrel lift no longer moved. The fuse had blown, taking the small glass cover with it. With questionable regard for my own safety, I pulled the damaged fuse from its socket.
Also alle Elektriker kurz wegschauen, weil ich glaube, das war jetzt nicht so. Das ist ja das Objekt der Begierde, das wollte ich nämlich. So, was wollte ich sagen? Ja, ich habe ein bisschen gelesen und nachgeschaut und weil ich war so ein bisschen verwirrt über den Titel des Games, Foolish
I took the
Mortals.
chamber pot back off the machine.
Unterbrichst du mich noch einmal? Jedenfalls, das stammt tatsächlich von Disney. Und der Gesang da in der Lobby, der erinnert mich an diese Disney-Attraktion, das Haunted House. Und zu Beginn, also ich wusste es natürlich nicht mehr, es ist schon lange her, dass ich da war, aber am Anfang gibt es irgendwie einen Sprecher und der sagt, Welcome, Foolish Mortals. Daher stammt der ganze Ausdruck, das ganze Zeugs.
I considered looking through the boxes, but doubted my immediate situation needed a set of matching crockery or monogrammed dish towels.
Verstehe. Das ganze Spiel hier, Foolish Mortals, das Point-and-Click-Spiel hier, hat aber überhaupt gar nichts damit zu tun. Also weder mit der Haunted House-Attraktion im Disneyland, weder mit Disney noch mit irgend sonst was. Einfach nur, es ist ein gängiger Ausdruck, er ist auch nicht geschützt, deshalb durfte man das hier von den Entwicklern verwenden, diesen Ausdruck als Titel des Spiels. Es ist einfach eine Expression, also ein Ausdruck, die sagt,
I took one of the fireworks. The logo on the side revealed that it was called the Whizzer. I'd known a boy in elementary school with the same nickname.
das sollte mich vielleicht nicht selber unterbrechen beim Ganzen. Jedenfalls, es ist ein Ausdruck, den man verwendet. Soll ich noch mehr nehmen?
I already had a firework.
Okay.
I didn't need another.
Ja. Kann ich jetzt mit dem was tun?
There was nothing large that I needed to move.
Brauche ich sonst noch was hier?
All of the smaller barrels I could see were rotted and empty.
Ja, das hatten wir. Da ist nichts mehr drin, ne?
I had already taken the last of the rum.
Aha. Da kann ich nicht hier? Das?
I considered looking through the boxes, but doubted.
Ja, das hattest du. Ich meine eigentlich. Hier hat's.
I considered looking through the boxes, but doubted my immediate
Moment
Now
mal.
that the cellar was drying out, its once flooded flagstones had quickly been filled with a chaotic assortment of wedding trinkets and matrimonial necessities required for the impending celebrations.
Aha. So, vorher war alles noch nicht da, ne? Ja, kann man jetzt da was Neues? Hier hat's nichts mehr, oder?
The wine racks were largely bare. What few bottles remained were cracked and empty.
Ne, hier hat's auch nichts, ne? Glaube ich, jedenfalls. Und das Weinregal ist auch nichts. Tja.
The barrel lift wasn't working anymore.
Gut, YouTube. Dann habt ihr jetzt Hintergrundwissen zum Spiel bekommen. Nächstes Mal geht's hier weiter. Wir vervollständigen da die Fundorte der Schlüssel, vermute ich mal, der 3 Brüder. Und lasst Abo und ein Like da und dann sehen wir uns nächstes Mal, ne? Tschö.